camera's way up there.
Way up there. Ha! I'm gonna want me.
Listen, him.
They're gonna be way up there.
There you go. That's good. We'll make Arnie proud tonight.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right, so she up.
Oh, it's up.
Hey, Papa.
We live, pal.
Hey. Oh.
Yeah, they want to hear.
Oh, they want to hear us with that bullshit. You know, they come with mine.
Yeah.
What's on the list of things we're talking about?
I got a lot of shit.
FastLane.
Wrestle Dream
Yeah.
first, then FastLane,
Russell Dream.
I liked my
then the Tuesday Night War,
mispronunciation of
Tuesday Night Tussle.
Fast Lame. I think that's a good name for it.
That, yeah, okay.
Another week without new fucking posters. God damn, Chris, what the fuck?
I know. That was off for 2 days.
I'm tired of looking at Joe and Brock.
How many times have you been in my apartment the last month?
Every single time I come in here, I look at Joe and Brock. I can't live under these conditions. You know these Astros hats.
Mm-hmm.
There might be another one in the collection in a couple weeks.
Oh, there is. There is going to be another one.
Yeah. I'm calling it now. Astros in 5.
Against the Rangers?
Yeah.
Okay.
I almost bought a ticket last night for the game on Sunday.
Really?
Just because.
So did I. For whatever
Just because. Yeah, just because.
And then I was thinking.
They weren't even they weren't even that expensive. I mean, they are, but like.
Then I was thinking, I'm off next Saturday. Nothing says fun like talking trash to South Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
You drive out there?
Yeah. In Astros, full Astros paraphernalia.
You got underwear, socks,
Yep.
hat,
Oh,
sunglasses.
thong, baby. Thong all the way.
Oh.
Right on.
Hi, Papa.
Yeah, burnt orange. I'm going to make it do what it do, baby.
Yeah, the fucking brewery was packed on Wednesday. Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking packed.
I went to Eureka Heights to watch game 2.
Oh, nice.
It was cool. It was fun.
No AC though.
It was still nice though, so because it wasn't
The
really
weather
hot
wasn't
that day.
hot.
Yeah, that day it was nice.
Our brewery feels good year round because we got AC.
Mm-hmm.
Probably be there
What's it called
this
again?
weekend.
Great Heights.
Greater Heights, not
Great
Eureka.
Heights.
Great Heights.
Anniversary party's the 15th, November 15th.
November. Okay.
4:30. Wow. No, I should save that, right?
4:30 of what?
The 430th episode.
Oh.
Live from the landing strip in Houston, Texas, it's the 430th edition of Houston Wrestling Radio. This is Abel.
This is Arnold.
I think this is Scott.
I thought you were going to go with Travis, my
I was
boy.
thinking about it, but then like the way you said it, you fucked up.
I was like,
That's not Arnold. That's Chris. And yes, that is Scott. Scott, you got your own name right today, buddy. Good job. Good
First
job.
time in a long time.
yeah.
If you're watching us live, thank you so much. You could log into your YouTube account. That way you could, interact with us, right? Get into the little chatty bot thingy here. And that way I could see whatever it is that you say, and I could try to involve you as best as I can in the show. So feel free to just say hi, fact check, ask us questions, talk shit, whatever. I'll see it, and I'll try to involve you.
We promise you your information is not carbon copied to China.
Right. To Taiwan.
Yeah.
If you're not watching us live, that's okay. You can still interact with us on Facebook, facebook.com/Houston Wrestling Radio.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
Feels good having us back together.
When am I supposed to do this?
Oh.
Is this now? Right. Okay. Hey! Now I can feel like one of the alcoholics.
Yeah. But it's water.
It's liquid death.
Ah.
Let's see here.
It's just water.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that to be carbonated. Oh, okay. Cool.
There you go.
Yeah. It actually tastes better than LaCroix and all that other bougie water bullshit.
Mhm. I have a nice strong addiction to liquid death.
Do you?
Yeah. There's nothing special about it. I like cold cans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm plain. I'm more of the mountain water.
Mountain
the white
water's
cans.
The white
they're-
can's the best
yeah,
one for sure.
They're delicious.
But it's hard to find sometimes.
This is Bury It Alive.
And mine's
Yeah.
is,
It does taste very berry.
severed lime.
Severed line.
The lime one's pretty good, but you can get them at Ross for a 12-pack for like $9.
Really?
I think it's the cheapest place I can find it.
Oh.
Watermelon one was all right. I mixed it with a little bit of coconut rum and vodka.
Now that,
Yeah. That's where I picked them up. That's why I have that one still
Yeah.
left over. I hadn't messed with
They
that.
have, they have tea too if you're a tea person.
Oh.
Like an iced tea
Right.
person.
I'm not really a tea guy.
Me neither. I mean, I like traditional British tea with milk and sugar, but
Scott the Scott, everybody.
sweet tea vodka on the other hand is pretty good. But that's besides the point. We don't want to talk about alcohol. We can talk about
Wrestling.
wrestling. I'm sure.
Now that's a segue.
Or we can talk more about the Astros.
I mean,
how
we
do
could.
How do you think Carlos Correa feels right now?
You know, Carlos Correa, he always said, if you don't know the facts, shut the fuck up. So yeah, the fact is he is no longer in the playoffs
Did he
because
say that for real?
well, he said that back during the Astros
Yeah.
cheating scandal.
Yeah.
That was his famous line. If you don't know the facts, shut the fuck up.
So what
But-
was the fact after yesterday?
The fact after yesterday is that he is no longer in the playoffs because he and the Minnesota Twins are bye-byes. Yes. So
And it's cold right now in Minneapolis.
it is. Yeah. Although he still lives in Houston, he has a home here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So good for him.
So he doesn't fully believe in bury me in the H.
Right.
So he's not religious, but he's
Yeah.
spiritual.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't have too much against Los. I'm glad he's you know,
He got that bag.
I'm glad he got paid because it wasn't. See, everybody was booing him when he was coming out, and you know, here in Houston, it's like, why are you booing him? He wanted to stay.
Yeah.
Just the Astros did. Fucking Jim Crane didn't want to give up the do-re-mi for him. That's not his fault, and he's still friendly with everybody too.
Yeah.
He was talking about after the game yesterday. He was like, he's gonna fucking talk to Machete. You know, about like how well he actually managed the game and how he, you know, a lot of people say, oh, he's not all that good, but you know what? He basically managed the pitching to where all of the Twins were like off balance the entire night.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, he's still fucking all about, you know, his friends that he made on the Astros and he wanted to stay.
Besides, we save our hate for the Rangers.
Yes, you save the hate for Los Yankees, Los Dodgers, and the South Oklahoma Rangers.
Which one never made it to the playoffs. One just got bounced from the playoffs.
Yeah.
And now we're about to whoop them in their like porch grill of a stadium that they play baseball in.
Woo!
Their only saving grace is Fort Worth because their bars and breweries there are good.
Oh yeah.
That is true.
Oh okay.
That was like the beacon from our Metallica weekend out there in Dallas, Arlington, Fort Worth, Tri-State.
But once
Dump.
Nickel City opens up
Dump.
in Houston, then
Then we ain't got to
you
go back up
You don't
there.
have to go. Yeah, they're opening up one of the concepts in Fort Worth in Houston, so it's like we don't have to go to Fort Worth anymore.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
This bar.
But at some point, we got to talk about wrestling.
So fuck Dallas.
Yeah, fuck Dallas.
How many episodes you remarked that we were like, oh my God, 430. How
Yeah.
many episodes have I said that if assholes could fly, Dallas would be one huge ass fucking airport?
I think you said that several times.
Yes.
Yes.
That point still stands.
Yes. Fuck Dallas.
Unless you watch our show and you live in Dallas, then we'll give you a gold card.
Yeah.
Guns up.
And that lady that was at the Metallica show.
Oh, snap.
She was pretty cool.
That's a story for the B-side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, we got to turn the lights down.
Oh,
That's the R-rated version.
my. Wow. All right.
We'll save it for the drive next week when we go up to Dynamite.
Hector, what's up?
See, we were just waiting for
Hector
to
well,
show
yeah.
up.
Well, Arnold's not in here. Hector's in here so far. He just says hello there in Obi-Wan Kenobi voice. Is that how you do it?
Hello there.
Hello there.
Yeah.
Is that the Obi-Wan Kenobi
Sure.
voice?
Close enough.
I don't know.
Close enough.
I'm not-
Ewan McGregor has a lot of different accents.
Yeah, he does. Oi, hello there.
I know he's Australian. Is he Australian?
No, he's Scottish.
He's Scottish?
Yeah.
Scott, do it in a Scottish voice.
No.
Do it.
No,
Come on, man.
no,
Bust it
no.
out.
Let's talk. Let's talk wrestling.
Star Wars, a little
Oh.
funny, isn't it?
Arnold, what's up, Arnold?
There we go. Now that the group's all
Okay.
here.
He says, I was wondering where my hats went.
No, all your Texans hats are in the garage. You're going to break them out in November
Yes.
after the Astros.
This one really bugs me, the fact that it's on the wrong side.
Right.
I know. It's
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
2005.
Yep.
Once I donate my hair in the next couple of months, then I'll be able to fit into that one again.
Mm.
Yeah. And then there's other days my ego is just.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you need the bigger one.
That's
They
when
go.
Yeah.
The better the Astros have gotten over the years, the bigger the hat's gotten for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arnold says, we don't talk about that World Series.
No.
we don't.
We don't. No.
We don't talk about that one. But what we do talk about is
It's
wrestling.
wrestling.
Yeah.
What are we starting off with today, Chris?
Oh, man. Took a long nap. Had a good wrestle dream.
Mm-hmm.
A short wrestle dream.
Mm-hmm.
Or a long wrestle dream. God
Very
damn.
wrestle dream. Yes.
Did you watch any of it?
Negative.
Did you watch any of it?
Yes, I watched the whole thing.
Give me a positive.
Man, Danielson.
Danielson and Sabre. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, Danielson. I mean, yeah, Sabre too. I really enjoyed the match. Although while I had some other folks at my place watching it who were not enjoying it because they were thinking that, the technical mat wrestling is a little boring. I thought it was pretty cool seeing them go hold for hold and almost fucking mirroring each other. I loved it. I loved the match a lot.
That's just the issue with modern wrestling. It's like everybody wants flippy dippy, fast pace. So like old school wrestling like that, you're like,
When 80% of your show is that.
when are they gonna jump? When you slow it down like that, that's hard to compete.
Mm.
And like especially modern wrestling.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Arnold says, great match. Mox annoyed me on commentary.
Oh, man, we're going to have an argument pretty fast.
I had a bunch of people in my house, so I couldn't listen to the commentary.
I hope Arnold rewatched it because he said he was gonna. I was ready to make that my candidate for match of the year for AEW because as much as Adam Cole and MJF at All In told a story, the match with Danielson and Sabre told two stories.
Oh, yeah?
The one story in the ring between Bryan Danielson and Zack Sabre, standing out from all the flippy dippy stuff that we'd seen for 3.5, 4 hours. And then the other story on fucking commentary with Moxley pro Danielson and McGuinness pro fellow countryman Zack Sabre Jr.
Oh, okay.
And then bickering and bantering back and forth. There was a quote that was taken online that was posted a lot where think about it or whatever, and then he's like, think about your family, just retire. That was McGuinness putting over Sabre. While Moxley's like, man, fuck that guy. Come on, Danielson, you got this. And all this. Dude, the shit back and forth was fucking funny, man. And out of the two matches, I think Moxley's commentary was better during Danielson's because he did a good job. Moxley did of actually putting Sabre over. That there's certain aspects of the mat game that Sabre would benefit over Danielson, especially the longer the match went, because Danielson, and then him describing the freaking pin and shit of metal that's in Danielson's wrist. From I think this was the most tolerable without him bleeding Moxley was.
Without him bleeding.
I'm surprised he didn't bleed during commentary.
God damn, that would have been something.
For real.
Arnold says, I did, in response to you about going back and watching again. He said, I did. And he annoyed me less now that I got what he was doing. And McGuinness helped.
Yeah.
So there you go. It annoyed him a little bit less. Hector says, Danielson is becoming the Danielson of ROH.
Not to be too biased, I'm looking at the notes here. My match of the week candidates involve Danielson versus Sabre, Danielson versus Kyle Fletcher, and then Danielson versus Swerve from last Tuesday.
All those
He's
are fair.
been hitting it. He's been hitting it. If this is his last year, he's going out on a bang.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope he doesn't get banged and like 4 months in, he's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
He has to choose his opponents wisely.
Yeah. Because he had an interview a couple of days ago where he's like, I don't know if I'll wrestle in Japan again. And then Bree's right next to him. And she said,
Yeah.
I think the kids will enjoy themselves in Japan. So if Danielson's gonna do a
Yeah,
G1,
for real.
stay put some time in the hyperbaric chamber and heal up a little.
Yeah.
Because that New Japan that G1 climax is a fucking meat grinder, and I don't know if he would last it if he keeps up the schedule he has now. If he takes breaks in
That's
between,
the question.
he'll be ready
Yeah,
for
is
G1.
Is he?
Yeah.
This is his last year, so he's gonna wrestle like everyone, everywhere, all at once.
Yeah.
Or is he gonna take those long ass breaks where it's like you're not gonna see him for like a month?
Yeah. Every other week he comes out with more eyeballs.
And more metal in his arms. He
Yeah.
just becomes bionic at the end.
Dun, 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 dun. He steals the gimmick of the fucking.
Like my bearded metal ass.
Yeah.
By the end. Did you read any of the results online of the Wrestle Dream, Scott?
Yeah.
Was there anything that you saw that you liked just by reading what happened?
I mean, I watched. I've seen like extended highlights of some of the matches. I don't know. It's just another pay-per-view of just random matches. Like a lot of the matches were just like put names in a hat and they were like, "You're gonna fight you." It's like, all right, it's not really a dream match.
I get it. I think that and Title Tuesday both had that same issue where where the intent was noble, but the execution was that it?
Yeah.
I mean, because the intent was let's honor Inoki. Other than Bryan Danielson and Zack Sabre, what on that card do you think honored Antonio Inoki?
Oh, that's a good point, man. That's a real good point. I don't think there was anything that was like, oh, this is an Inoki nod. Now, maybe I'm just not well enough versed in Inoki's work that maybe I may have missed an Easter egg or two here and there. But then again,
some things like that. But like,
yeah,
when
maybe
it comes to a match, like not much was done where it's like,
yeah,
we're gonna honor him like that.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of seemed like,
although at the very beginning, when they had the two Inoki kids out there and they just cut to fucking Christian in the back, just standing there looking, was fucking gold, man.
And TK had the
little sash
little
thingy,
scarf on.
yeah,
the Inoki scarf. Thumbs up or thumbs down on the Young Bucks being number one contenders for the two-man tag team titles again?
You care?
I think I'm down.
You care?
Devil's advocate, I care because it's different. We're not getting Young Bucks versus FTR. FTR dropped the belts to Big Bill and
Pretty
Starks.
Ricky.
Yeah, absolute. So I want to see Big Bill squash the Bucks. I just want.
What?
Yeah, I want him to beat the fuck
You
out
think
of
they're
both
gonna
of them.
beat the Bucks?
Yeah.
You think they're gonna beat the Bucks?
Oh yeah.
It's been a couple years since the Bucks have been the champs, though, right? So it's a couple months.
But they're three-man champs with Paige. Ring of Honor, three-man people belt dealies.
Wait, together Ring of Honor ones?
Yeah.
What the fuck is a Ring of Honor? They don't count. They don't count.
You should have been here the last time we recorded.
They don't count. I was here. I was in the chat.
Half the roster's got a belt.
He was in the chat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They got my belt on the way.
Arnold gave a thumbs down.
So yeah, no. The
Yeah.
Bucks need to do something.
Oh, Hector says that there was a nod to Inoki in the fighting spirit during FTR versus Aussie Open.
Okay. I can see that, I guess.
Okay.
FTR Aussie Open was a sleeper. It was better than I thought it was going to be.
Dude, everything I've seen with fucking Aussie Open has been a sleeper, man. I fucking love these dudes. It's a shame that the one with the ass got injured.
I hate to be the guy to put the nail in the coffin, but Fletcher is definitely the Sean of that team, especially since he's younger.
Yeah.
He's dating Sky Blue, so he already has something that attaches him to the roster, and he's the style that the crowd that AEW has likes.
Yeah.
So if he's gonna be there in somewhat of a full-time role, he's got a good slot there. I mean, he can be the freaking, what was it, TNT? The boys, TNT? Yeah, Christian. Yeah, Fletcher. Yeah,
Boys of TNT.
Yeah, girls is TBS.
Right.
The hose title. Yeah. Fletcher could fit in for the next 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
Especially, apparently, the United Empire doesn't exist on AEW. Even though they have all their stuff on their on the Titantron.
Only when they want it.
The little crown thing, is that?
Yeah.
Is that How do they do it? Like that?
Just be careful what you're doing there. You might get flagged for something.
Yeah,
Something
maybe.
weird online.
Yeah. Maybe it's just. I don't know.
You know what it is.
What is it?
So if it's LGBTQ, that's the plus then.
Maybe.
It's this. And then you
I got in on that. Even though I wasn't invited.
Oh, my guns are up.
My gun's always
Plural?
up. It stays up.
Hey,
My gun stays up.
it's locked and loaded, baby.
Too bad it's a cat gun.
Yeah. Hey, it shoot blanks, but it still sounds good.
It feels like I got a shot off.
It sounds impressive.
Wow.
All bang, no shell.
Right.
Anything else happen at Wrestle Dream?
Oh God, it feels like such a long time ago. I remember thinking, damn, there was a lot of really good matches, but I also remember having the same feeling that you had, Scott, of like some of this didn't really matter, but everything was fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like, those NXT pay-per-views that we're like, we'll go into, it's like, oh shit, this was actually pretty awesome. I don't think I ever had a match that I was like, man, that sucked, or man, they did that wrong. Like, I don't think I had that feeling, but I don't know.
Oh, I could come up with one.
Okay, I was gonna say I might need help with
yeah.
the card because fuck, I don't even remember it anymore now.
Jeff Hardy.
Uh-huh.
I just thought about Jeff Hardy.
Okay.
Matt Hardy's getting the ever-loving fuck beat out of him. Oh my God, his brother Jeff is here. Oh wait.
Yeah, but you could say the same thing about Edge.
So and that's why thank for the
Yeah.
transition.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I would have cut Sting's fucking head off twice.
Yeah.
You could have easily saved a little intro video and shit for Dynamite when he's got the red carpet rolled out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Adam Copeland. But no, you had to play the video. You had to show him. You had to give him his intro. You had to let him do his whole fucking thing. You had to let him stop and go.
Look at that big old empty crowd.
He had to do all that. A smart heel would have killed 5 people before they hit the ground.
Yeah.
Before Edge even got to stage.
Yeah.
Christian could have got out of the ring, fucking went and got his bags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't suspend my disbelief that far.
Yeah.
It turned me off.
Okay.
Completely.
That's fair.
It's a big yeah. What a waste.
Yeah.
You have one of the I wouldn't really say he's one of the biggest people they've got, right? Everybody knows who Edge is, right? But
yeah.
A lot of people don't know that Edge came back, right? Because it was during COVID.
Yeah.
So old school wrestling fans might be like, "Oh, Edge is still
wrestling? He's still wrestling?
Yeah, he came back. I thought he was retired." Yeah.
Wait, who's Adam Copeland?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's another big thing. When he's never been Adam Copeland,
No.
ever, right?
No.
He's been a WWE guy pretty much his entire career.
Yeah. And he's been Edge pretty much his entire career.
Yeah. I mean, he had those couple of matches in WCW is fucking Hardcastle, whatever, Sexton Hardcastle and shit, like all those names and shit like that. But so you have something and then you just blow it at the end of and it's Edge and Christian. You couldn't have come up with a better way to introduce Edge to your show than do your whole entrance and then save Sting out of all people. And they kind of summed it up on
if I was Darby or Sting, I would have been like, "What the fuck took you so long, bitch?"
I'd be pissed. I'd be like, "Dude, I was just getting beat up.
Mm-hmm.
You want to dance and smell smoke and shit, and
I'm getting beat up to a soundtrack now.
Kiss babies and fucking
Oh,
sign
this
autographs
dare.
and shit, Yeah.
Is there anybody in there that disagrees? Stop calling him Edge.
Respect the wrestling pronouns. God damn it, Arnold.
Adam.
His
Adam?
His
You can't call him Adam
pronouns
'cause there's 10
are
Adams.
rated and R.
Hector's somewhere out there. I could hear Roddy calling out his name. Adam.
Which Adam? Which one are we talking about?
How many Adams? How many pages? How many cages?
Too many.
Is it too easy to have his first feud be with Christian? And is that a bad thing?
When he came in and he was saying that he wanted to wrestle all these guys, none of the people that he had mentioned were Christian, right? But I kind of have this feeling of it's almost obligatory, and Christian is so fucking white hot right now. Fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it, man. Is it too easy? I don't know, but Christian's doing a really good fucking job. This is going to be the first time that we get Christian Cage. Because remember, in Impact, Christian Cage was fucking awesome.
Former
right?
world champ.
Yeah.
He was.
And right now, he's that same Christian Cage, just like a new iteration where he's actually badass right now.
Yeah.
And like
turned up to 11, just got out of the other end of the sewer.
So we would have never ever had like the opportunity in the WWE to have a good Edge and Christian feud because WWE always treated Christian like Jannetty, right? And they're like, yeah, we don't care about him when he could be fucking awesome. And he is fucking awesome in AEW. So yeah, let's actually have a proper Edge and Adam feud going. Yeah, Edge and Adam, Christian and Adam feud. When we could have never had one before. So yeah, fuck it, let's do it. It might be a little obligatory, it might be a little obvious, but once that's done, cool. Now he could go on to all those other dream matches that he was talking about,
and then do a tag team, win the belt.
Yeah,
with Christian, because obviously Christian will be face at some point, maybe next year. Like,
oh, I disagree. I want Edge and Christian to out heel each other. Edge is a lot better as a heel than the babyface.
They're winning the belts.
That could work.
They're winning the belts. The
tag belts?
At some point.
Eventually.
Think so?
Eventually, they're going to win it. Hands down.
Are they going to beat the Hardys for the tag belts?
I'll place one up. They'll beat the Hardys and the Dudleys.
Oh, in a ladder match.
In a ladder match.
The table.
Who can like not get injured and
survive.
survive.
Arnold says Abel used to always tell me about how badass Christian Cage was in TNA, and I never bought it until now.
Welcome to the party. It's only been 10 years.
15.
Yeah.
Maybe longer than that.
They just had their 1,000th episode. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
It is easy, and I'll give it a pass because you hit on it earlier. This is the first time where not only do I think Edge and Christian are equals in the ring, I think Christian is bigger than Edge in AEW.
You know what? That is fair.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
that's fair.
And
for all the runs Christian had in TNA and making Impact as good as it was, being a key element of it, I know Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, the Knockouts division, Kurt Angle. Christian had a big part in that too.
Christian was up
there. Yeah,
when he went back to WWE, what?
Yeah.
What's a Christian Cage? Nah, we got Captain Charisma here. You're here, and you're never going to be up here unless you go somewhere else.
Shit, he only won the title because Edge got injured, remember?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They were like,
he retired.
Even then, it was kind of a weird run because that whole one more match thing, and it was
all he had was Orton.
It was almost a joke.
Yeah.
You know,
he had the belt, and then he fought Orton. It was first defense or second defense and lost.
It was a pity title that was transitional to just give it back to Orton.
But also, the Christian that we have now and the Christian we had in Impact would never work on. You couldn't have Christian come out and be like, "Your father's dead." Like that wouldn't. Maybe in the Attitude Era, like. Early Attitude Era, like there's no way. So you're gonna have a watered down Christian, and it's just not the same. When he's in Impact, and when he was in Impact, like he was fantastic. And like AEW stuff is like he was hot for a little bit, and then he kind of cooled off, which is pretty much the AEW rotation that everyone, right? You have a big ass couple of months, and then you disappear, and then you come back with something, and then you disappear. So like Christian now, like everyone's talking who. What are you talking about from AEW? Like, what is everyone talking about?
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And which nobody saw. Part of it is because nobody saw it. A lot of people didn't see it.
Right? That video has like over 2 million views. Like the same with Edge return, like Edge showing up, like or Adam showing up.
2 million views, only 4,000 in the arena.
Yeah. And only 600 people watching the show. 800 people watching the show, yet the video has over 2 million views.
Yeah.
The thing that got me on that was like, it was obvious that they were going to come in and either feud. You can't not have them interact, right? Yeah. You can't be like, oh, we've been best friends for 25 years, 30 years. But the fact that it was like, he kind of was like, I came here to be friends with you and like to take on one more thing. And then you beat up Sting. He's like, that was our fucking idol. Like, how could you do that to Sting?
The promo makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not supposed to want to bring the team together because you're on this side of right and wrong, and I'm on this side, but I'm here because my kids wanted me to be here and be with you.
That part, I was like, why did you go with Uncle Jay? I was like, no, she didn't say that.
Ah, well, I mean, I
She
bought it.
didn't say
I bought it.
I bought it.
I didn't buy it.
You don't think so?
Nah, she didn't say that shit. It works out perfectly, but
It
like,
doesn't work in that audience because none of them got fucking kids. None of that AEW audience has kids.
Arnold says, honestly, I think Christian has the edge on Adam Copeland right now.
Wow, that joke got me on the
Oh,
edge of my seat.
oh, God.
Either way, I got Christian beating him whenever they fight.
Okay.
Keep rambling like that, you'll be a legend.
I can't think of anything.
I ain't got nothing.
We had FastLane last weekend.
Uh-huh.
Embarrassment of riches. More wrestling. More fucking wrestling.
I know.
Did you watch it?
I sure did.
Tell me something about it you didn't like.
That I didn't like?
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy. Nakamura and Rollins.
Wow.
Defend yourself.
You didn't like that match.
No.
Okay. Why?
You liked it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I thought it was terrible.
Really?
Terrible. I hate last man standing matches. I hate that 10 count. Gotta go
Yeah.
before 10.
Yep. You've been listening to me too much.
As fucking Cena and LA Knight posing in the ring and celebrating, I was like, that was a really short pay-per-view.
You thought that was the main event
Yeah.
too?
The pay-per-view was 2 hours and 48 minutes long. And obviously I wasn't counting it then. I looked it up later and I was like, God, that was a really short pay-per-view.
5 matches.
And then I was like, oh, there's one more match. And I love Nakamura and I love Rollins, but like we've seen this match a whole lot, and then they just did too much.
I can see a wrestling match going 15 to 20 minutes because it's wrestling. You're slamming, you're turning, you're bending muscles, burning bones, whatever. Burning bones. I don't know where I said that.
Burning
Last
calories?
man standing matches, you have weapons, so you should end a motherfucker in like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know why I had to go third.
And that 10 count.
Okay.
But then like they had all those spots like going through tables, and then you're like, oh, that must be it.
Going through the crowd.
Yeah, going through the crowd, coming back into the ring, going back out to the crowd, the mist, all this like random shit. You're like, because I didn't watch it live, so like, and I kept away from my phone so that I didn't know what would happen.
Yeah.
But I saw a screenshot of Nakamura spraying the mist into his face, and I was like, oh, Nakamura won. Nah.
Yeah. He just misted him.
Yeah, he just got misted.
Yeah.
But then like, yeah,
He missed.
And then I know everyone talks about the crash pad that Rollins fell into.
Oh yeah.
I don't care about that. That part doesn't bother me. It's just the match itself is just
Okay, that's funny
For the
because I actually liked the match, but the criticism that I had was the fucking crash pad. You know, I was telling this to Arnold at work. I was saying that that's the one part in that match that killed it for me, and I wish that if you can't make it look good, just don't do it, right? So I'm not saying that, oh, I want him to die and not land on a crash pad. Like I want, hardcore. If you're going to do it, you may as well do it. No. If you can't make it look good, just don't do it at all. I didn't need that spot in this match, right? There was plenty of other
spots. Now.
Exactly. And the crash pad one where he fucking bounced.
Yeah, he did bounce.
Come on.
I hate the fact that like every single pay-per-view Dynamite's had in the past 4.5 years or whatever it's been, they have this match. Even on Dynamite, they have this match. And so like going to WWE, they don't do them that often, but like it was the exact same thing. If you'd put in that match on Dynamite, it would have fit right in. You put it on a pay-per-view like Double or Nothing or something, it's the exact same match that you see week in, week out.
Inoki would be smiling in his grave right now.
Yeah.
Last man standing.
I'm over it.
Ichiban Puroresu.
And the fact that it's WWE, so it's a light version of that. So there's no blood, there's crash pads, there's nobody getting fucking
non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah, it is.
It's liquid death.
No. It is. It's non-alcoholic beer. It tastes like beer, but you don't get fucked up.
Yeah.
Hector says, I prefer this Nakamura than his initial run. And you know
Did
what?
you mean to say it like that?
What did I say?
I like Nakamura.
Well, whatever.
Original run.
He likes it Amora. He likes it
likes
Amora.
He likes it
Amora.
That's Samora.
Nakamura.
When the moon hits your eye like Nakamura's Kinshasai. That's Samora.
But I want to agree with Hector over here with this because
That's a nice donut.
yeah, I want to agree with Hector here. I really like what they did with Nakamura, but this
what did they do
loss?
with him? He lost. He lost
That's
three
what I was
times.
gonna say. This loss kind of feels like what happened with Umaga against Cena, and
Or
what
Rusev.
yeah, and Rusev against Cena. Like, okay, like cool, you built up this
Wyatt.
heel to be this really awesome fucking heel with this great character to just be fed to your top babyface.
To now go up against Ricochet.
Yeah.
Which
And arguably, Rollins isn't even the biggest star there.
True. Very fair. Very fair.
Yeah.
If there's a belt that needs a bit of refreshment, give it to him for a month.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah. Even if he gets the Kane treatment, he got a fucking payday for one night.
Yeah.
And it's in the record book that he got a title.
Shit, you know
Yeah.
what? Have him beat him and then have him lose to Ricochet. And
Have him lose to Priest.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Priest. He's got the
I seriously, well, this is more
The
Porsche.
enemy of my enemy is my friend. Rollins and Nakamura against Judgment Day.
Porsche seriously thought that the cash-in was going to happen there.
I mean, in a last man, maybe because it's a last man standing match, it's too obvious that the wrestlers because they just I don't know.
Or make it interesting. That segment on Raw where both Nakamura's were beating up on Rollins to get the 10 count. Priest should have came in from the other side and cashed in, and then Nakamura's like, "Oh, now I gotta wrestle fucking Priest. I didn't practice for Priest. I've wrestled Rollins twice. I was ready for Rollins. Yeah, I figured Rollins out after 2 losses. I figured him out, and now I got to deal with this guy.
That would have seemed very like Japanese anime kind of story arc too, right? Yeah. Which could have fucking worked. But and Arnold also brings up another point in here. I thought they would finally pull the trigger with Nakamura. Seth's championship run is cooled off already, and I agree with that too.
Plus, if they're saying Rollins is hurt, he's got a bad.
Yeah,
back,
sure.
right?
Fucking give him some time off.
Yeah.
Why not?
Go away.
That's what happens when you have sex with a man.
Yeah, I guess so.
Blow your back out.
It's gonna be in the book. I can't wait for that chapter. Hey, why the fuck are they promoting a book that's not out until March?
Pre-orders, baby.
That shit annoyed.
Pre-orders.
We're guaranteed to sell this many, so let's print just a little bit more. Not worry about overhead.
Yeah, I just
more like
those kind of matches suck. Not pulling the trigger on Nakamura, what is the point? Like you said, now he's fighting Ricochet. Now he's just went back to
mid card
for no reason. What does he know about Ricochet?
Why did he beat him up?
He's dating the ring girl.
Ricochet, I know about your video.
Why did he beat him up?
They've been feuding, I guess, off screen. I don't know. I'm interested on paper on what that's going to look like in a ring because I think it's happened in New Japan before, if I'm not mistaken, maybe. But where's that going? It's hard for us as I guess I could say it, hardcore-ish wrestling fans to remember that we're the loudest minority.
Yeah.
And the guys that we really, really like that we think deserve it are not going to be the guys that are going to be on the pedestal that WWE has.
Yeah.
But like you said,
which is weird because we should be a big fan of Rollins because of Tyler Black's history and watching him grow up and fill out and be where he is now. But
he's wiped that.
What's a Seth freaking Rollins? And why is he dressed up like an anime character? And why is he carrying a belt that doesn't really matter? Does it matter now that Rollins has held it for 4 months? No.
He's not even.
To be fair, he's not even. Has Rhea Ripley's belt mattered since she held it?
No.
Oh. And we all want to be, and she's all of our mommies.
She doesn't need the belt,
and she doesn't even need it. So there's no point in giving it to her in the first place.
She'd probably be better without having the belt.
Arnold says, "I think that's the belt that matters now."
But he's got half of Rollins' nuts in his mouth. So,
was he referring to Rollins or to Rhea?
I don't know.
Oh,
well,
either way, whether it's for Rollins or for Rhea, you got nuts in your mouth.
Oh yeah.
Whose nuts do you want more?
Yeah. Mommies.
Rhea trims hers.
I'll take Rhea's nuts, please.
Those her and those pigtails on Tuesday.
Oh.
Her getting that knee to the face on Monday.
See, that's the problem with y'all rooks. Y'all call them pigtails. I call them handlebars.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can ride my bike with no handlebars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Australian badass.
What did you think of the match?
So I feel like Wrestle Dream was not Wrestle Dream. FastLane was just like a chapter in the story that you didn't necessarily need because nothing of consequence happened. There's stuff that you didn't want. There are stuff that you think that you wanted to happen happened.
It was a Raw without commercials.
So
yeah.
Answer me this. Is this the book of the story of Cody Rhodes? Is this the chapter where he's supposed to win the tag titles, or was this not supposed to happen?
No, this was a extended cut
from the cutting room floor
release. That
covered with whiteout.
This wasn't supposed to happen, but it just kind of happened. So it's the what if episode. You know,
what if? What if?
What if?
Yeah. So
what if?
What if?
We saw a Creed cover band on Sunday.
Oh,
Scott and I, and my girl.
Yeah.
And that the joke became, instead of it became what if?
What if? What if I?
He's a better singer.
Right. You could have been on stage. Yeah, you should have.
Well, shit.
Oh man.
We have a question. The women's triple threat title match was fire. And then Hector says, what was the plan with Jade? Jade Cargill.
Hype.
Yeah.
Who is this sexy behemoth?
Yeah.
That's an anime character that I can get behind.
It made me laugh when she when she came out with and she got out of the car and then Triple H met her like as if they just met for the first time.
Oh,
it's like, we've seen pictures to get like,
my name is Paul. Rescue.
Yeah, like you've never met him before. Same with Shawn Michaels. There's no way on Tuesday and shit. But
again, we are the loudest minority. The casuals that watch the show every week probably have no idea who that is, but they're looking at her like, ooh, Charlotte and Rhea gonna get fucked up.
The way I think about it is,
this is like Bianca Belair's final form.
She was a champion on Dynamite for
undefeated
for how many?
A year and a half?
Yeah. Nobody cares, but like she's been on TV
twice.
I think was she on Raw?
No, she was on NXT.
FastLane. Just NXT, right?
FastLane and the pre-show, and then NXT.
I thought I've seen her somewhere else on TV, like that. But I guarantee she'll be on SmackDown tomorrow.
Oh, that quick?
Just again, the exact same thing. Okay. Because at that same time, because she's in interviews, she's been like, I'm here. I don't know what we're gonna do, but like I'm ready, and she needs training for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But like she could have short matches and she could look good, and so put her on every single show. Because the pop she got on NXT when she got out of that limo was
that NXT are people like us.
Yeah.
So we're gonna like.
But when she was at Fastlane, when she got out, they hyped her up. Yeah. I'm more interested in Jade now than I ever have been.
She could never win a match, and I'll care about Jade more in WWE than I've had.
She could just keep showing up on TV, just random things. I'm like, I'll watch it.
The Black Eva Marie. She every week there's something, and she just doesn't wrestle. She's there. She's not really there.
Yeah. She'll lose a ring gear, whatever.
Like, look at this piece of eye candy. Here you go.
Yeah, my eyes got cavities now.
Arnold says they're already showing her more credibility in 2 appearances than her entire AEW run.
She looks like somebody.
What?
If Nia can main event Raws, Jade can hang on the main roster already.
You know what? Fair. Yeah. Okay.
Who said that?
Arnold.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
Yeah.
All right.
You ain't wrong.
Yeah.
I bitched about it on AEW, so I'm gonna bitch about it here too. Where in the ever-loving fuck was Carlito?
Yeah.
Okay, so when Carlito finally came out, the only excuse that I would have accepted is if he came out with his fucking bags because he just landed off of the plane.
And
It was
he's
like,
in clothes. Street
yeah,
clothes.
yeah.
Tim.
At least
Yeah.
in his like in a pair of jeans.
Yeah, or
like
something.
Take your shirt
take
off.
your shirt off. Like run
Yeah.
down while you're digging your shirt off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
But like,
But him coming out in his ring gear, fucking sauntering down, like, bro, you left your dude hanging for half a match, man.
and they
Come
were getting
on.
beat too.
They were
And the fact that it's like we all knew it was going to be Carlito, right?
I didn't.
I
wasn't
thought
thinking
it
about
was going to be him.
He's been under contract since the Puerto Rico show.
So what are we doing? He's only been back since the Puerto Rico show. I haven't seen him since. So what are we doing with Carlito?
I have no idea.
Exactly. Who knows?
Sticking him in the LWO for some reason now and hope that it sticks.
He was always better as a heel anyway. So like, how fast until he turns on Ray?
I don't know.
Oh, and then wins the belt. That was what he won, right? He won.
Wait,
on his,
weren't we waiting for King Corino to turn on Rey Mysterio?
We were. It didn't
Well,
happen.
It didn't happen.
He has too much respect.
We're still waiting on a lot of things.
Yeah. This might be.
Hector says he thought it was going to be Dragon Lee.
There you go. That's my.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Why did they change Carlito's music?
I don't know.
Yeah,
that was a
for
big
real.
mistake.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a mistake.
You liked it?
It's a little bit more serious.
It's an old song,
It's a little bit more serious.
and I think the rights might have been too expensive.
the song that he has now is a little bit more serious.
But when your debut or returning and people know who,
He's
like,
still got a pop.
He got that pop and back.
He still got a pop.
yeah.
Yeah.
He looks jacked though. Jesus
Mhm.
Christ.
This might not be the most popular opinion, but I think he would be lost in the shuffle on the main roster. Put Carlito as the gatekeeper in NXT. Have him beat whoever's the champ now. Ilya?
Okay.
Dragunov versus Carlito will be fucking fire.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
He could play with Braun. He could play with fucking Mello, Trick, Ilya, Corbin,
Mm-hmm.
Von Wagner. If Carlito wants to go heel, he can put Von Wagner over.
He's already into a feud that doesn't matter.
Yeah, that too.
LWO, like, you know what I mean? Like, what is it?
They're a group of
Mexicans.
Latinos.
And celebrating that they got their work visas.
Yeah. And one Asian.
Yeah. Dia Trinidad.
Let's talk about Joaquin Wilde, but okay.
She Puerto Rican. She ain't. Yeah. Getting my women mixed up. Hey, so what else from FastLane? Anything?
It was cool seeing Cena.
Yeah.
LA Knight, Cena.
Yeah.
It continues that storyline with the bloodline. Where's Roman? Is
He comes
hurt?
back tomorrow.
I know, but is he hurt? Is he? No, he just took
He
it.
has that schedule now. That Brock Lesnar schedule. Everybody wants that schedule now.
I like how Heyman is like white haired, like
Stressed?
yeah. I like how he's portraying it now.
Yeah.
I can't control this Jimmy.
He just forgot to put in the Just for Men, and that's it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow he returns, setting up the match apparent because blood money, it's hard to come by. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
when you show up because you get a lot of it. So with Crown Jewel coming up in the beginning of November, that they're about to set up whoever Roman's next defense is. Who would you guys think Roman's next defense is against?
Man, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean,
They haven't announced a
Priest?
tournament or anything for number one contender.
somehow Priest,
Cena?
We've already had that though.
somehow Cody. Cody finishes the story
No.
after he loses the tag belts. I don't know.
Honestly, I don't know where they're going with it.
Is it too soon to have LA Knight lose to Roman and Saudi?
Yes.
Yes.
So who else is on a babyface level that gets reactions that isn't someone Roman has already beat? He hasn't beaten Nakamura, but that doesn't matter.
Carlito.
Oh shit.
Ah!
He's the only one I can think of.
Who else?
I mean, he's beat Sammy. He's beat Kevin.
But he's
Cena. He's beaten Cena.
Yeah, he's beaten Cena.
He's beaten Jay.
Brock.
I mean, The Rock, but
Yeah.
it's
And Saudi money.
Saudi
Yeah,
money.
you know what? Maybe Saudi money could
And-
bring Rock over.
And you know how they like those shows always like to have the old
Yeah.
wrestlers.
Well, they wanted fucking Yokozuna.
I would like to say that it would be a lot less predictable if we get Rock versus Roman in Saudi than we would at WrestleMania. So I kind of agree with that idea.
And it's a premiere of SmackDown tomorrow, right? Like it's a season premiere. What have both of them on there and be like,
what if with everything that's happened and somebody thinks they're in charge? What if we get Roman versus Jimmy? We never had Roman versus Jimmy because Jimmy was either hurt or arrested. And Jay was the one having all the fights with Roman in the ring. It's never been Jimmy.
Did y'all watch the press conference afterwards?
Dude, they were drunk.
Bro.
They were buzzing. They were glazed. That should have been sponsored by Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking. They were fucking lit. Holy
the best clips on the internet were where it had the music to the Wii home screen. Oh God! Do you feel him, sir?
It was kind of cool seeing Cody like that too, because Cody was fucking lit too.
Yeah.
If he not sell a headbutt during that match, he might be part Samoan.
He was an honorary Samoan that night.
Yeah, like that's the issue with the Bloodline story. Like it's
fizzled out. It's hard to steer it back.
Still going.
Yeah,
Jimmy would be the only one. It would be like.
Has there been any teases of Solo turning on Jimmy since all this stuff has happened, or no?
No, the teases for Solo was before the Usos
Jimmy
broke up.
Or on Roman.
On Roman.
Yeah, on Roman.
You said Jimmy.
That too.
Well, I mean, they're kind of they're kind of doing the whole, "Hey, I'm not with you, I'm with you" kind of thing. Like,
yeah.
But even then, like,
I hope we get all that straightened out when Roman shows back up.
Yeah.
Because it's been fucking Heyman trying to manage it.
But even then, like, if you're talking about a pay-per-view that's like blood money, like, does Jimmy versus Roman like get people to be like, "Holy shit"?
No, but will it get the
Saudi crowd?
No.
Saudi crowd would be like, "I want to see."
To be fair,
one of the Usos.
Dude, the Saudi crowd knew who Logan Paul was.
Probably.
Actually, kind of, yeah, they did.
They probably did.
That's just from the YouTube fame.
Yeah. But like, look at who's
because especially now, I hate to say this, the Saudi audience that's on television has evolved a lot from the first Crown Jewel, where it was just the family of Saud, to actual fans that now travel and go over there to watch it. Mm-hmm. So there could be enough people in that audience that might have a fervor for Jimmy versus Roman.
See, Jimmy versus Roman is a FastLane
main event. Yeah.
Not like, and you put Crown Jewel, like, even though we don't really care for it because it's at a weird time and it's like the blood money, but like that's one of their top shows every year, right? Yeah. It's one of their top shows. Like, it's up there with WrestleMania. They try and always call it like the WrestleMania.
It's the biggest line item that keeps their company in the green, in the black. That event, that contact, that deal with them. I just don't see that as a match, like as a main event for Roman. Again, is that the show? Is that the match that ends the show? If who
Cena's going, right? Cena's got to go, right?
Because we got Rollins versus McIntyre, and for the secondary title, and that's already been announced for Crown Jewel.
Yeah,
the Roman and Jimmy could start the show, and McIntyre and Rollins end the show.
We're putting the belt on McIntyre
if he turns heel. Surprise me, do something different.
Yeah.
He's been all black the last couple of weeks in his attire for the most part.
He's pretty fucking stale.
And
a heel turn will do.
And him and Jimmy have been going at it like or not Jimmy, Jay on Raw. Be like, hey, I still don't fucking trust you.
Yeah,
we can go whenever you want.
Yeah.
Hey, main event Jay, but he's the opening review.
Mm-hmm. Hector says the story dictates that Jimmy will be the next contender. The story would be to put Jimmy in his place. Yeah. Heyman was trying to recruit The Rock's daughter this week, so if she joins, that would give the purpose for The Rock.
You're going too far ahead. Yeah, shut up with the shut up.
She can't fight Roman
yet.
Arnold says it's Saudi. It's going to be Roman versus Goldberg.
Oh my god!
You know what? How many more?
We already had that.
How many more matches does Goldberg have in his contract? But I wouldn't be surprised if they bring somebody who's big enough that's not in wrestling that could show up tomorrow on SmackDown.
That's not in wrestling.
Yeah,
Like not currently.
Yeah, like a Rock.
Oh
That Saudi people would be like, "Holy shit, we're getting Undertaker," right? Kind of thing.
You're
like
gonna
that.
hate me for that. I was just about to say, American Badass Undertaker gets killed by Roman.
Or Flair.
He gets to do the American Badass.
Flair wants one more match.
He gets to do the American Badass entrance in that Saudi arena in Jeddah.
Because one thing I know about Saudi, they love America.
But then the other thing is, that's what to say. Does that gimmick get allowed in Saudi?
Fucking Hector. He said Bad Bunny.
Oh, you know what?
Bad Bunny.
I would be a lot more interested in that.
You would, but not the Saudis.
You don't know that. Man.
Again,
He's the hottest artist in the world.
now
And-
that there's more fans that travel
Yeah.
to that show,
And the matches that Bad Bunny's had
have been good.
have been good.
They have been good.
Fuck it.
At-
I'd watch.
at-
hey,
at minimum-
hey, you know what?
At minimum, good.
You know what? If you said,
Good.
"Hey, what's on that pay-per-view?" and you said
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny,
Yeah.
Bad Bunny versus
Benito,
Roman,
yeah.
I'd be like, I'm watching that.
All right.
I want to see. Yeah, I'd rather have that than the Rock.
Bruh.
Benito.
Bad Bunny with the LWO
Yeah.
against Roman and whatever, and Solo and Jimmy.
Bloodline.
Yeah. And Heyman.
LWO
Heyman
versus
against
Bloodline.
Yeah.
Zelina.
Yeah, Heyman against Zelina. Zelina with the chancla.
He just
Chasing
wants to,
Heyman.
He just want to take that top.
And
row
then Jimmy's
fucking,
like, Akina, Akina.
Ah,
Heyman just want to take that Hurricane Rana she does.
Yeah.
Real slow. We gotta go real slow with this. Aleister Black wouldn't be happy with that.
Smells like asparagus.
There's just Roman. There's nobody like Roman's like fucking too powerful now. Like we need somebody. He's another person that like. It's time. It's time to drop it and go.
It's Vader time? Oh, he's dead.
Hector
Not according to the Bellas.
Oh, shit.
Hector says, you can't tell me that you didn't like Logan Paul versus Roman.
Oh, I liked it a lot.
Hey.
I don't know if it had to go 35 minutes, but it was good.
But Logan and Bad Bunny are two different
Styles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think having Priest cash in and challenge him because he's gonna lose.
Yeah.
We're not putting the title on Priest from Roman.
Do you think a cash in at a Saudi show would be well received by the Saudi audience?
They've never done it before. But I could see them doing it on Rollins.
So if Vince McMahon is no longer in charge and it's TKO that's in charge, that wants to get more eyes on the product, wants to get more people talking about WWE in a positive light, I would put money down that I would have Bad Bunny leave Saudi with the belt.
Over Roman?
Yeah.
Yes.
What kind of popularity legitimately?
Hey, what's Logan Paul doing?
He had his shot. He lost. What popularity does Roman Reigns have outside of the wrestling world?
None.
Bad Bunny.
All right.
They could have done it with Logan Paul, but at that point, they had already
Yeah.
decided, oh, we're going to streak this motherfucker. We're going to go for years. Fuck Pedro Morales and fucking. all
What
the
about
other world
Finn?
champs. Who?
Finn Balor.
Didn't they already fight?
Yeah, the demon, the turnbuckle broke, and
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't that in a Saudi? No, it
But
wasn't a Saudi
aren't they trying to do this whole Judgment Day and Bloodline kind of, with
partnership.
like Rhea is the real
Yeah.
tribal chief, and I'm like, yeah,
She's my tribal chief.
she's my tribal chief.
If this was anywhere other than Saudi, I would not have Rhea beat Roman for the belt.
That is true.
Well, no, see Arnold in live chat, he says no. Somehow it's going to be Natty versus Roman.
Oh, well, Roman's going to be held down by something in that cover. Some teams. Who's Roman's next opponent?
Come on, group. Come on. We got to
You mind fucked me. I think they're going to bring The Undertaker.
Oh, man.
The Saudi, the family of Saud.
No.
The
No,
family of
it's gonna be
Saud
terrible.
want these legends that aren't even alive.
But they've seen.
Undertaker's never been alive.
He's the dead man.
The liquid death is
It's in
kicking
his
in.
name. But he's already done all those matches.
Who's Roman's next opponent? He's definitely in that 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 at Survivor Series, so he's not defending his belt there. He has to be defending the belt at he has to be defending the belt at Crown Jewel. So who's the opponent?
I don't know. I don't even think they know.
I mean, we went through a lot of folks.
Yeah.
We threw out a lot of examples there.
Bad Bunny makes sense.
Bad Bunny.
Or maybe we're overthinking it.
Oh.
Story, what we've seen so far.
Mm-hmm.
What if it's Roman and Solo against Cody and Jay for the tag titles?
Okay.
Star Power's there.
Okay.
Cody in the main event.
No, you're fair. That's
You're
fair.
building up Jay.
It's safe, too.
Jay's getting over on his own.
Jay is over.
Yeah.
So it's a perfect time to put all the belts on Roman.
The story goes on.
How many belts can Heyman carry?
He's losing weight too, so he didn't have.
Have you ever carried one of those belts? You're just gonna be like,
no. Here's what he's gonna do. He's gonna Velcro them all together because they're Velcro straps, and it's gonna be one huge like curly fry around him.
And then they could just like throw him against a Velcro wall and he just sticks.
That would be
Tag match.
Okay,
Main event.
that's
Star
fair.
Power.
Yeah, you got the brothers. Oh yeah, I'd probably put Solo and Roman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I give you that. I'd put that.
You buy that for $1?
Well, no, because I already paid for the Peacock, so
For $5.
that's a safe bet.
Huh. You end that over Rollins and
I was actually just now that we were just talking about Priest, I was thinking, and then you're talking about McIntyre. What if McIntyre wins, right?
and Priest cashes.
And then you get heel Drew because he's pissed because he never gets a chance, right? Like when he won the Rumble, that moment was cool as shit, and then COVID hit, and he was a COVID champ, and nobody gave a shit, and he never
really got that second chance.
But if you said, "Hey, I won it in front of a big ass crowd in Saudi," just to lose it instantly to Priest, I would set him in a, and then you get him as a heel, just a one-man wrecking machine, just fucking up everybody.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Can you imagine just like watching people interview, like in the back getting interviewed, like how Gargano and Ciampa were getting interviewed, and all of a sudden that knee just flew in. Think about a Claymore, like Ricochet's talking to somebody in the back, and then Claymore kick.
I might be ruining it by saying this. I thought there was chemistry there for a minute before booking decided to do something different. I would have if McIntyre is the champ, I'd have fucking Viking Raiders with him.
What? Viking Raiders?
Yeah.
Okay.
Three
It's not
bad
really the same.
motherfuckers.
I mean, I guess.
And then you could run it back with Sheamus and Brawling Brutes,
Man.
3-on-3.
That's like going to a Chinese restaurant for sushi. Like,
we're not trying to get anybody hurt from Rich Holland. Okay.
Oh shit.
Plus, they're on the.
I mean, he's no Nia Jax though.
That's true.
Yeah, you hurt someone so much their face is imprinted on the front of your stomach.
Lower.
That's too low. I see Kenkles. Anything else from FastLane that mattered? EO still champ.
That match was
cool.
match was a good match.
Same finish from SummerSlam where EO won the belt. Bianca Belair did that moonsault when Charlotte was at the figure 4 on Asuka.
Yeah.
So at some point, Charlotte needs to figure something out.
Mm-hmm.
That was FastLane.
FastLane.
Yeah. And then we come to the Tuesday Night Tussle once again. What did you watch first?
Scots aren't Vikings, Chris.
Not with that attitude.
The Vikings did invade part of Scotland, though.
Did they?
Yep.
Yeah, I went there.
You were there.
I was there in September, and I went there. Well, not September. When did I get?
You were there when the
September?
Vikings
No,
invaded
Like
Scotland.
2 months ago.
Did you fight against the Vikings?
No, I joined them.
No,
It was before Metallica, right?
yeah,
Like
was it,
late July?
July.
Late
Yeah,
July?
July.
Yeah.
I was there July. I
Yeah.
went and saw where the Vikings. They have a Viking like festival every year to celebrate Vikings coming into Takeover. I don't know. It was weird.
Really?
But there's a whole on. There's like bands and there's food and shit like that.
There you go.
What did you watch?
So there is a connection between Vikings.
Okay. All right.
Tuesday. Did you watch anything live in the moment?
Yeah, I watched AEW live.
AEW live. So sidebar. We'll get to you in a second. I saw the set list. How was Foo Fighters?
Foo Fighters.
Oh yeah, that was Tuesday.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, he didn't get to watch anything live because he got access to go to the show.
Oh,
Foo Fighters were insane.
yeah.
Yeah, easily. I say top 10, but it might be my top 5 best shows I've ever seen live.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an experience.
Yeah, Dave Grohl is like Animal from the Muppets, just
Personified,
all over, just like nonstop. There was not one point where he was kind of like
sitting.
Yeah, he never sat, but he was just like the whole time. He was just like, rah! Like all over the stage. It was cool. And 713's cool too. But whatever. It's great. But then I watched.
What did you watch first?
I only watched NXT.
Oh,
because we had a conversation on Sunday when we saw the Creed cover band.
Yeah,
I'm at the point where I'm done watching everything when it comes to wrestling. My only two.
What a hell of a week for you to come on the show.
Oh,
Then.
I know.
Bon voyage.
I keep up with everything. Yeah, it's my last.
His bon voyage is next week.
My last appearance.
Yeah.
The only things I care about. The only thing I really care about is NXT.
How did you come to that conclusion? We talked about trimming the fat. You're going anorexic. You're just going NXT. That's it.
And I'll watch the WWE pay-per-views, like the PLEs, whatever you want to call them. And I'll keep up, and I still watch it. Like I'll still watch stuff on Twitter and stuff like that. But I'm not actively going. It's Monday. I'm gonna sit down for 3 hours and watch Raw.
Oh yeah.
It's Tuesday. I'm gonna watch 2 hours of NXT. Wednesday I'm gonna watch this. Saturday I'm gonna watch Collision. All that kind of stuff. Like if there's something on those shows that I need to see,
DVR.
I can find it. Yeah.
On YouTube.
Yeah. I saw everything that I needed from Dynamite last week on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm. Twix.
Gonna give it to you.
I love a good Twix, man.
That cookies and cream. So,
what did you watch live?
Oh, AEW.
Okay.
It's a garbage fire at most times, but it's still
your garbage fire.
My garbage fire, yeah. So here's it's kind of a dead giveaway because we talked about this in a group chat. The reason why I didn't gravitate towards watching NXT first live is because the Simpsons quote, it reeked of effort. Number one, the last week's episode of NXT before last Tuesday,
Becky and
which of the heel wrestlers had some kind of authority that they said, "Hey, guess what, Roxanne, you're wrestling Asuka next week." How the fuck does that get off? Is she in the storyline now? Is she coming back? Nah. So Asuka, X over her face. Who else showed up? Undertaker, American Badass. Can't keep rolling from Limp Bizkit because they banned Fred Durst for life. Don't live Kid Rock 2024. Is Undertaker gonna wrestle Braun?
No, but I'd rather see that than him versus Roman.
Is he gonna show up on NXT any more times this year to promote a match between him and Braun?
Oh man, probably
not. So X over Undertaker's face, whichever character he's playing.
Mark Calloway.
Yeah. Cena. Cena's more of a question mark because I was titillated seeing Cena talk to Trick Williams back there when Trick asked, "When do you know when it's your time?"
Mm-hmm.
You know, that got me going.
Yeah.
You know, Cena's actual effect on in the ring was to cancel out Solo because Solo was there on support for Braun because of Heyman.
Yeah.
Cena wasn't wrestling fucking Braun. He had the interaction in the ring, but he's not.
But
do you see John Cena on NXT television anytime in the next 6 months to advertise a match with Braun Breaker? Is that the question? Yes or no?
Maybe.
For a match. You can see him converse with Trick Williams babackstage in pre-tapes, but it's
match,
John Cena on NXT in front of 300 people.
Cena's not wrestling in
X
NXT.
over John Cena. Paul Heyman.
Unless
I don't know, man.
Cena could wrestle on NXT.
I see Trick being backstage on Raw talking to Cena. I don't see Cena wrestling in front of 300 people in full.
As long as he doesn't have anything else to do in Hollywood, he could.
You know what? They could have taped a whole month worth of stuff with Trick
backstage.
Yeah. So Cena could be on NXT for the rest, and then put him on a pay-per-view.
PLE.
Arnold said, "This is too entertaining. I'm not watching." Chris.
Like, I could watch a Simpsons clip show, but that's not a timeline. That's not in the timeline of the Simpsons story. This NXT episode was not in the timeline of anything that's going to progress forward. It's flashy and everything, but is it going to have any meaning? Is there any substance behind it? Is anyone going to benefit long-term from that episode? No. AEW Dynamite Television, everything had a reason for it to happen, and everything was progressing to something to look forward to next week that we know we're going to get. Whether you like it or not, whether you like the story or not, at least it has a direction. This was just like a clip show for NXT. Like, the guests were cool, but did
I would have to disagree with you on that to a degree.
Did they move the needle? Becky Lynch by herself.
Well,
NXT got higher ratings.
They definitely moved the needle because of the ratings.
Higher ratings than last Tuesday.
Right?
Dominic by himself versus Dragon Lee got higher ratings than the action-packed, star-studded last night's episode.
Yeah.
So was last night's really necessary? If all you need is one person,
I got you on that. I'm with you on that, but I still think they progressed the stories for next week. It's keeping me. I want to see what happens next week.
You care about Roxanne Perez because she got beat by Asuka?
No, but I care about Trick and Carmella. What's going on with that? Mm-hmm. Because that's the thing I like the most. That's probably one of my favorite storylines right now, because in all of wrestling over the past couple of years, is because each week there's something else added to it, but it's so subtle that if you're not paying attention, you're not seeing it. Trick and Carmella are coming to a head at some point.
I'm waiting for it.
They're gonna clash, and it's helping. And Cena just helped it. So when it comes to that part, Cena helped out. There's a couple other storylines that are progressing.
I think for me,
it got bogged down.
I just feel like it's this weird view that I have where if you say everything is important, nothing's really important because it's all the same. If you would have spread out all the stars that you had last night over 3 months, 6 months, each moment would have meant something
for good
those
reasons.
people. Yeah, for good reasons for those people.
I think
instead of just cramming them all in one episode that felt like even because it.
So Hector says Undertaker should have been the catalyst for Von Wagner's return.
If
that had happened, then you could say Undertaker had a purpose.
Yeah.
The thing that the part about that is he wasn't announced.
And that's the other thing. If WWE really wants to be a bitch about it and stack their show for the one episode that they're going to have counter programming, casual fans are creatures of habit. A tease of the gong at the end of a commercial that most casual fans are going to fast forward on their DVR or do something else while the commercial's playing. You need to have segments on. You have to have Raw saying, "Hey, guess what? Undertaker's going to be on NXT. Cena's going to." They did that with some people with Asuka, Cena, and Cody.
The big
Undertaker, you need to announce that motherfucker on Monday.
The big flaw in that argument that you just said right now is that casual fans are creatures of habit. They are by definition not creatures of habit. Hardcore fans are creatures of habit. Only reason why hardcore fans still watch this shit is because of the habit. Casual fans, they're not habit.
If you're grabbing the casual fans, you have to tell them on Monday night, hey, guess what? You want to see The Undertaker again? He's going to be on NXT.
I wouldn't have had Taker at all.
I wouldn't have had him at all either.
Because he's not. There's no, like you said.
There was no reason.
There's even if he came out and beat up we're not getting that match. We're not. I fucking hope to God we never get another Taker match. I love.
You
Taker.
watched him in the ring. Do you think you want to see after
No.
watching him in that ring? Do you want to see him
I
wrestle?
don't.
again? No,
And I didn't want to see him the last time he was in the ring, and the
Yeah.
last time before that. It's been like a couple years. I'm like, Taker.
But Abel, he is an intellectual property. He has value, which is why they try to stick him on NXT. I'm sorry, you sounded a lot like you.
I'm with you.
Wait a
There's
second.
certain like it makes sense as
A business.
but it
Load
makes
it
sense
up.
to have certain characters because Cena just came back. Why not put him on all those shows? Cody, his announcement made sense because it's his daddy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's his daddy.
There is story with Cody there. There whether that story is just character development for Cody or if it you breeds something else in NXT for Cody.
Hey,
But it makes sense for him. It doesn't make sense for Taker.
Taker's the odd one out. Asuka, I think they should have done it a lot. They should have made it more. It's hard because Asuka doesn't fully speak English.
Yeah.
And it was very apparent.
And she was in and out. She showed up, wrestled, and left.
Yeah, no, she was she had that backstage thing with all these.
Oh, I fast forwarded that.
See, you can't bitch about this. Hold on. You can't bitch about the show when you didn't watch all of the show. There was things in that show. Asuka was in the back. All of these NXT nobodies that you've seen on NXT once or twice came up and gave her flowers and like bowed to her and was like, "Hey, I just wanted to meet you." And then Tiffany Stratton showed up.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah, and
Okay,
she was like, anyway, like, and so it's progressing. So like they should have used Asuka as like, "Hey, you've been on wrestling in NXT for a while. You got to go through me." And
I'll give you that because Tiffany's already been wrestling Becky Lynch. It won't be the first main roster person.
Okay, but same with Roxanne.
Yeah, that's
like,
fair.
hey, Roxanne, like, you think you're ready? You got to go against Asuka.
I think the person
you're not ready, kind of thing.
So if we go back to the philosophy of one person's enough, the one person I would have had was Heyman, because Heyman gave Braun Breaker value. He added value to Mello the way he said Mello. Like you can tell he has a disgust for. I don't know why he hates the fool, but he has a disgust for Mello.
He also
and
rubbed Rock's kid.
He rubbed Rock's kid. Are you rubbed, kid?
Tiffany looked awesome in that segment with Asuka.
Yeah, she looked like she's ready. I think
Tiffany, Mello, and Braun are all ready.
Arnold says, "I think Chris is just trying to be contrarian."
Oh nah.
I
got trash for AEW too. Don't worry.
Yeah, I just think those guys are ready. Yeah. And that's why I'm ready for Trick to.
Trick needs to stick around because he's the guy to lead the brand.
I'm ready for him to beat Carmelo, and Carmelo goes up. Braun needs to go up.
I've got Trick beating Ilya at some point.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah. And
then I have him feuding with Mello.
Ooh.
Mello as a heel.
Yeah.
And then he
a
gets
heel-o,
beat.
if you will.
And then he gets beat, and then he goes to the main roster, and he joins the Street Profits
with Jay.
Hurt business thing. Jay looked $1 million on NXT too.
Yeah.
Anything else from NXT?
Oh,
I only watched like half
Dom
of it.
and Ilya was fun.
Yeah.
I was gonna mention it. You can tell Dom is a WWE guy, and he's never been anywhere else because like Ilya hit him a couple of times.
Oh.
Dom didn't know what the fuck was going on. There's a couple of live shots that looked like because like some of those indie, like
the indie guys are stiff.
Yeah. And like at one point he got popped, and it took them a second to like. He was like, "Whoa, wait, is this for real? Are we having this for real? Like, mommy, where are you?"
And she was ringside with the pigtails.
Oh, I've seen her. Handlebars, sir. They're called handlebars. That and also
vroom sticks.
Also, I have two more things. Corbin. I like what they're doing with Corbin.
That segment with him and Dijak, I'm like, I want to see both of those. That's beef.
Yeah. I like it where he's like, he was like cutting that promo, and he was like, nobody fucking pays attention to me. Nobody's giving me respect. And then there goes some music playing. Cena's music plays, and he's like, all right.
Yeah.
And then I like the one thing that bugged me the most about NXT, other than Undertaker, was LA Knight.
What?
Why was he there? Why did he need to be there?
Because Cody's flexing his muscle as the general manager.
Doesn't matter. Why was he there? He's out of the
Apparently,
match.
Kevin Owens was advertised also. What did
Was
Kevin
he?
Owens do?
I didn't see Kevin Owens.
Owens was advertised?
I didn't see him advertised.
I saw a photo online that with a thing that he was supposed to be there. If he wasn't, oh well, he wasn't.
But
But yeah, why was LA?
LA Knight
She
took
popped.
LA Knight took it out of he was the focus on that match.
I mean, I get the WWE alumni like Asuka.
Yeah, they all make. I mean,
and LA Knight to an extent. He hadn't been there that long in NXT, but yeah.
But even then, like the whole match, you're watching the match and you just hear yeah, and it's like you're not watching it for LA Knight. Like LA Knight, and I love LA Knight, but I'm like
he's not necessary.
He doesn't need to be in this. Yeah.
Did he add value to the match?
Like, why not just have Cody as the ref? Yeah. He's already there.
Well, because he's a general manager.
He can do both. He can wear many hats. We all have them right here.
I took Sean's job for the night, so we'll have Shawn Michaels be the referee.
He had Jay to take care of.
Yeah. He
won.
He
won.
Shawn Michaels could keep his eye on both competitors. Shit.
That too. AEW. You
Mhm.
didn't get to watch any of that.
Now tell me how great it was.
Danielson and Swerve, bro.
Danielson and Swerve was
Whoa.
nice. Yeah.
So if your plan to
What's a swerve? No, I'm just kidding. I'm good.
Because I swerve when I drive. Well, I better not be the only one dancing on Wednesday.
Oh,
I'm gonna be on the aisleway. I'm gonna check it on TV.
Do we have aisle seats?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got some ideas. I
Yeah.
got some stuff that I'm gonna try to do for Dynamite. Yeah. If you're going up against an established company, your biggest star, you start with Bryan Danielson's music. Yeah, they had a good start, and that match was fucking good. Swerve's been on a pretty good streak too the last couple weeks. I'm not sure if Swerve and Hangman would set the world afire, but Swerve and Danielson was. I want more of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want more Swerve.
Mm-hmm.
I always like Swerve. When we
Yeah.
used to see him at Wrestle Circus.
Oh yeah.
Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
Yeah. He if they really play their cards right, they could really make a star out of Swerve.
Mm-hmm.
They could really do something with them. I mean, I get it. He's a heel right now, so heels aren't supposed to get over very, popularly.
It was
But-
Starks as a heel that got himself over
Yeah.
to where he was now.
Yeah.
It's a dumb statement to make.
MJF is a heel.
Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah.
over
It's
where
a
he's
dumb
at now.
statement to make. I feel like something is missing, like that one more team
From
But I
Swerve?
just- yeah,
Something's
I just
missing?
it's almost like it's not something from him. It just feels like a moment.
Maybe because
Like he has to be a part of a moment where we're all like, it's fucking Swerve's house. Like something has to happen to Swerve or
Maybe
Swerve
because
be
he's
involved
been
in.
floating in the randomness for the past 2 years in AEW
Yeah.
and feuds that nobody cares about.
Part of me was kind of hoping to find that moment. Swerve versus Christian Cage would have been interesting.
I would.
On Collision. I would watch. I'm watching Collision at least for Christian and Danielson.
Ooh.
But Christian versus
Oh, is that
Swerve would have been
Saturday?
just as good. Yeah, Christian versus Swerve would have been like different kind of dessert.
Arnold brings up a good
For the
point
belt?
about Swerve. He says that
Swerve doesn't drive.
the group that he is in is holding him back. His group is whack, and the manager guy sucks. No,
His
the manager guy doesn't suck, but the rest of the group, yeah, kind of.
Has he still got the tattoo?
He's always had a group though. I think that's the thing. He just needs
Maybe
to be
that's what it is.
alone. He had hit
Lose Nana. He can't lose
No,
Nana.
but you got.
Yeah, but
does he still have
at the expense of everybody else. Everybody else is nobody. Gates of Agony have a look, but if you're gonna wait 5 years to do something with them,
those guys look impressive as fuck.
they
If
look
you-
impressive.
If I turn a TV on and I saw those guys, I'd be watching it. But again, they
They are meaningless because
Yeah.
they don't win on they win in ROH television, but I'm not paying $10 a month to watch it.
Yeah.
So if they're not
Yeah.
winning on television, if Swerve's the breadwinner and everyone else is just rapping, recycle the rapping.
yeah.
Give me more bread.
What happened to the tattooed fuck and the other?
One got let go and the other got injured,
Oh,
and then he got let go.
they
Yeah.
both got let go.
Yeah. One of them
Wasn't it
did something stupid.
Parker.
Parker Boudreaux, like the next
Yeah.
Brock, that he was in WWE and then he came to AEW like
Yeah.
all piss and vinegar. And
They
then
did
he became
the
all
center
piss.
block. They hit him with a center block.
So maybe Swerve just does need that. I don't know.
Hector says Swerve just needs to win the singles title. He needs to have a good singles run.
Mhm.
I mean, everybody else got a title. Why not Swerve?
Yeah.
So here's the part that kind of upset me as far as AEW went.
There's two companies that have like too many titles each in that one company.
And he still doesn't have
And he still doesn't
and then they invite other people
with
other
belts.
companies from
with
other
other
companies,
titles.
and he can't get those either.
Yeah.
Eddie Kingston should lose the ROH title to Swerve. Have Swerve be the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion.
Why does it matter?
Because it's a belt. Everybody has to have a belt to be some kind of important. But here's the part that pissed me off about AEW early. Again,
no Undertaker.
No, it was Luchasaurus. But earlier, if you're in a competition with another company, you have to bring your A game, your aces. You should be showing off MJF, not a program that MJF is involved with people but MJF. Why did we get that stupid video of Adam Cole at Roddy's house? That number one, we couldn't hear. No, that was last week.
No,
that was last week. Last night.
Before.
Why did we get that? Why are you giving away valuable time that you're trying to hook people that you have the first 30 minutes for free at commercial free? That's quality time. You want that. You want your top talent to be seen by new eyes. And you're going to put that promo video?
You don't think Adam Cole is top talent?
I mean, he's hurt.
Wait, one-legged Adam Cole?
Yeah.
That's going to be in surgery and be gone for how long?
Okay, that's fair.
He's out for a long time.
Longer if they never let him go have the surgery, because he's still mowing the lawn and moving the furniture and installing cable and cooking dinner. And...
for the record, like, okay, you're
it's funny, but
sound.
That's later on in the show.
What you're saying is sound, but that being said, I still think that, like, I'm sports entertained by what's going on.
Do you
with
get
Adam
the
Cole.
Giraffe?
Yes, the neck. It's funny.
It's neck strong.
Yeah, it's neck strong. I get it. It's fucking funny. Goofy
He
wrestling.
just got it.
Goofy wrestling for the win. I get it. Yeah, I'm down.
You could have put that at 8:15.
Okay, that's fair.
Or
so, what's more entertaining? Pre-tape with Adam Cole on one leg, or Bang Bang Gang,
guns up,
with MJF actually involved because they stole MJF's belt?
Yeah,
that should have been in the second quarter hour, where you have taking advantage of new people that are commercial free, wanting to see what AEW has to offer.
Yeah,
as opposed to comedy.
I feel like in the first 30 minutes you should have had
heavy hitters.
You should have had Adam.
Which
Adam? All of them. Put them all in that first. And all the gauges, and all the gauges, and all the trailers.
No, what they need to have happen is that there's like a backstage segment with Cole and Roddy, and like off in the background somewhere is Copeland and Paige just like fucking chit-chatting, and then Adam, and all three of them turn around. That just needs to happen one time. Huh? Oh, the other one.
And then the next week, they all have those stickers that say, "Hi, my name is Adam."
Hi, my name is Adam.
And then
Hi, my name is Adam.
And then Coles goes, "Hi, my name is Adam." He has like 4 stickers. The comedy's good, but at that moment, the trailer just fucking hit for the fucking Von Erich movie. You put fucking MJF on your time slot where you have no commercials, especially if he's gonna cut that fucking promo he did.
The trailer.
Saw how long that was, and he wasn't even in the fucking trailer. That's the
Von
Erichs. There's 3 of them, and the trailer only focused on the 2 movie stars.
That movie
and his name's not even on the. He got fucking ripped.
That movie looks good though.
I'm watching.
I'm in. Yeah, I'm all in.
I'm all in.
And then when you're done, you're all out.
Yeah. And then you're all done.
Yeah.
Still shooting blanks though. Guns up!
Bang bang.
Let me spit some water in the air. All over the laptop and everything.
Anything else from AEW that caught your attention? Let's see if your memory works.
No, my memory doesn't work. I don't even know why you try anymore.
One of us has to have hope in this relationship.
Well, hope's overrated.
Hope that kills you.
Yeah.
You can call me Adam Hopeland.
All right.
MJF and Max Caster.
Bro. Bro, okay. That made me giggle as well. The stuff with
They're acknowledging that bromance.
yeah, the little bromance that's not really there because MJF is trying to downplay it, but then fucking
Jews
Billy
can't be gay.
then fucking
What's going on with the whole Jewish thing? Like, I read a whole bunch of stuff.
the quarters, right?
So Cole is MJF. He's trying to, as a babyface, like put over his people and kill this. I forget the word. It's not nepotism. It's some kind of hatred towards Jews. There's an exact word.
Anti-Semitic.
Anti-Semitism. Yeah, he's trying to kill all that. So that's why the promo went as long as he did, and it's a Jewish thing about
MJF's doing this.
Yeah. So his promo, so he's being the sympathetic babyface by trying to cut this long promo and persuade Jay White that if he has respect for the business or anyone around him, to at least be man enough to give him the belt back. And since they're not doing it because it's for them and one of him, he's reliving how he was being bullied as a kid because he was a Jew. Or, well, he is still Jewish, but
right.
But that kind of bullying that he's trying to.
He was a Jew, but he still is too.
Yeah.
Right.
But he's trying to do that to build.
So what happened was then fucking Juice took out a roll of quarters because you know how he hits people with a roll of quarters, and so he took out a roll of quarters and was like, I have one here with your name on it, and it said Friedman on the roll of quarters, and like he's like, I'm gonna hit you with this thing if you try to come anywhere near me, whatever. And then like that touched a nerve, at least the storyline wise, it touched a nerve with MJF. He's like,
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, like you get the quarters away or something like that. Like he got like flustered and really frustrated and just stormed off. Right. Yeah. Well, because of all the shit that happened this week, there's a lot of people are like, you're really doing anti-Semitism fucking storyline.
Like wrestling needs sometimes has to go with what's current, but like I don't need that.
It was a little I honestly didn't even really understand it at first when I saw people were upset about it, and I was like, wait, because they're like, oh, how can you do this with Hamas? And I'm like, what do a roll of quarters have to do with Hamas?
See, I saw pictures and I saw people saying like, hey, this shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
And then MJF came out and was like, look, I'm Jewish. I've always been Jewish. And he was
I do drugs. And he's still do. I used to. I still do, but I used to too.
Yeah, and he was like, he tweeted or X'd, I don't know what they call it anymore. But
has there been?
Wait, what did he say?
That he was just like, look, I'm Jewish. I've always been Jewish. I have to live through this. So like, kind of like he was kind of saying like
art imitating life.
I'm okay with this because I want that stereotypical. I want that stuff about Jewish people to disappear. So like, this is kind of why we're doing it.
Oh, okay.
Has there been a Jewish wrestler that has had a popular run advertising his Jewishness?
I don't think so. I mean, Barry Horowitz, but like he wasn't over. I mean, he was a jobber.
He was over with himself.
Yeah, I mean, he was a jobber. So
he beat Razor.
I don't think anybody, but like
Hector, the historian.
Yeah, there was in Doomsday Wrestling, the Kosher Killer.
I want to say Goldberg is.
Oh yeah, Goldberg. Yeah,
but he never
came out.
He never flew the Jewish flag.
But I'm representing these people. When was the last person that came out that was like?
See, Goldberg was Jewish-ish.
Jewish-ish. Jew-ish.
Yeah.
No, but I think that'd be it.
I mean, but he's running with that. Like he had his bar mitzvah celebration thing and all that kind of stuff. So
as a heel, and now that he's doing it,
I couldn't tell you the last if I've ever seen a wrestler that. But a lot of time it's rare to see wrestlers use the religion thing.
Yeah,
like they might thank God or they might like praise, but I've never seen a Christian champion come out and.
There's been
Well, I don't
underlying
know.
tones. Like
I mean,
earlier in the year,
I
Sami
mean-
Zayn wrestling in Saudi and Saudi fans
Yeah.
cheering for him.
Yeah.
But that isn't something that was like advertised on television that he's been cutting promos for months as like,
I mean, well,
I'm doing this for my people or whatever.
Well, when Vince fought God, that was the
Well,
last time.
I don't know if we're going with,
God's not used to seeing the light from the map.
I don't know if we're going necessarily with people of Jewish faith. I think they're going with the Jewish nationality with this.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe you could say that it's inseparable, the two. But,
I just didn't because since I didn't see it, I didn't know what the actual content was.
My knowledge of anti-Semitism or Semitism in general is very low. So most of the stuff that he's doing on
Aaron,
camera, if it's of that nature, I wouldn't know it. So I would need to be taught.
Aaron basically said the same thing I just said, which is Judaism is a religion and a culture. You can be Jewish without being religious. So, yeah. So I don't think they're going a Jewish religion direction with that. I think it's more of
the Jews need to have a run.
Jewish nationality kind of thing. Yeah. But at least that's how I feel it is with MJF.
Yeah. I just think it's a hard thing to deal with when everything that's going on.
Oh, yeah. It was definitely a little weird.
Shirts.
Oh, yeah. Cole
with
Cabana.
the
Yeah.
Israeli
Cole Cabana.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's the only one I can think of. But even then,
Cabana,
Google didn't
Horowitz.
talk about that. On his character didn't have that.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Whereas MJF is very culturally Jewish. Yeah.
And it comes out on television.
He's a culturally New York Jew, so it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But still, that's all. Yeah, that's what he's about.
I was just curious.
Okay.
Adam Copeland's in-ring debut, ending the show.
Thanks for chiming in, Aaron.
Yeah. Adam Copeland's debut against Luchasaurus.
I agree with what you said in our chat, or was it Arnold in the chat? One of y'all said this in our chat on Facebook and Messenger, that it was a Tarantino film. That was you? Yeah, I agree with that, because when I saw the tombstone, I was like, oh shit, all right, it's over already. And then, oh, wait, what? And then it just kept going and going and going. And I was like, cool. Damn, they're really trying to bury the Undertaker by using the finisher. Is that like fucking shade at NXT because they have the Taker?
So you just told me.
That's what I was thinking it was. I was like, oh man, they're trying to kind of like nudge, poke. Oh yeah, they got the Undertaker, but that finisher sucks. Like I thought maybe that's what they were doing. But
here's the thing that I'm not a big fan of, because this happens in a lot of territories. We've had this conversation before. How much more of an impact, no pun intended, Kurt Angle's debut would have been if he had lost to Samoa Joe. And then cut the promo the next week on television. It was like, you know what? I've done a lot of things in my career, but the one thing that I didn't think I would do is underestimate my competition. And there's another level of competition here at X brand. Why does every newcomer that comes from WWE win for the first 6 fucking months?
Oh, yeah, that's a really good point.
So when I first saw him hit the tombstone, because they sold it well, homeboy held his leg. Edge came out, was ready to throw hands, and then fucking little Timmy O'Toole held Edge's leg. And I'm like, oh, Luchasaurus, heelish tactics, going to beat Edge on his debut in fucking 3 minutes. Oh, wait. What? You're kicking out of a tombstone by that big motherfucker? Wait, this is still going? Wait, he's still moving? Ugh.
Also the fact that Edge,
I hated it.
Edge's
I fucking
neck.
hated it.
Yeah, but also the fact that he's taking it and getting up kind of takes it away from.
I hated that match. It completely took me out.
Okay.
Edge
At that point, I changed to NXT.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Interesting. Yeah, and there was some really good stuff in AEW. Mommy's cool and all, but goddamn, Tony Storm.
Tony Storm is really great
Chin
right
up,
now.
Tits out, and she came with the fucking shoe. And
She
beat the
did.
shit.
That was hilarious. And the fucking picture-in-picture little silent movie thing. Oh, God, that was so
Her
hilarious.
match on Collision, where she said, "We'll be back after a word from our sponsors."
Yes.
And they're like, "Well, I guess we're going to break."
Yeah.
That's fucking. Oh my god, dude! That was
It's
fucking
so
hilarious.
great.
She's a treasure.
Yeah, I fucking love it, dude.
So Paige lost the belt.
Yeah.
To who?
Hikaru Shida, three-time. Ichni Sa, women's world champion.
How was the match?
It was good.
Best match I've seen Paige in a while.
Yeah.
Not that there's so many.
Yeah.
Why? Like, did she just lose flat?
She got beat.
Yeah.
There was interference by Ruby Soho, and then Tony came and evened the score.
So
Yeah.
Tony chased off Ruby basically. So
did they never fell out, right?
They did all in that fatal 4-way, face to face, because Paige had to win Soraya had to win in her hometown, so she beat up on Tony Storm.
Oh, but I mean that's
so, and they cut promos that they're still worried about her because she's crazy or thinking she's senile and she's from the 40s. Had they had an official fallout? I don't know. He might be onto something, but
yeah,
I wouldn't call Tony necessarily a face because she helped Shida. She's just she was
going
Shida,
after
she
Ruby.
hates Ruby.
She was going after Ruby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's anything too defined yet.
And you know what?
I want more.
You know what you said about Drew? Oh, Drew was the COVID champion, and they really need to give it to him when it's a. I think that's exactly what they're doing with Shida, and fuck it, goddamn.
They already did it because they gave her the belt 4 months ago.
I know, but that's okay.
She dropped the belt
this third time,
they were in London. Yeah.
This third time, fuck it, they're solidifying her even more. I'm
Shida.
good.
Yeah.
I really fucking like her.
Yeah,
I'm really
not
liking her.
But it's just like
I think she might be the best women's wrestler on their roster. Like
Statlander's entered the chat.
There's other people that are more beloved.
Yeah.
There's other people that are more beloved, like Baker, like Statlander, but I really think Shida is the most talented women's wrestler. I think she is.
We'll have that conversation at the end of the year.
Okay. All right. Noted.
that Edge thing turned me off completely. But,
now, aside from the tombstone at the beginning of the match, I thought the match was pretty good, but god damn, it really made Edge look damn near superhuman. He was kicking out of everything.
They do that with every XWE guy or they're
I think it would have been an interesting little swerve to have let Luchasaurus win that one.
The only reason why I think they didn't do that with Edge is because I think they did it a little bit better earlier in the show. Fucking powerhouse, bro. He damn near killed Jericho. The only hate I have about that is I think Jericho got in too much offense. This is the first match. Powerhouse should have killed him in 5 minutes. No commercial break. Jericho, I think, got too much of his shit in. And the Powerhouse victory would have been a lot more meaningful. Fucking, what was it, 7 spine busters and 4 like
it was
Olympic
ridiculous.
slams? Yeah. Dude, as much shit as we like to give Jericho, I actually felt sympathy for his ass. He got beat the fuck. Dude, the shit he took, you can't fake that shit. That shit fucking hurt, dude.
Is Powerhouse still doing the House of
the Book of Hobbs? Yeah. I don't know. He hasn't talked about
really
it
done that since
I think
once he joined QTV, and now he's out of QTV. So
no, he did QTV, and then he went. Then he
did the book by his own.
Yeah. And then he.
Well, he started with the book, and then he went to QTV, and now he's out of QTV, and now he's in with the cow stuff. Oh. But Hobbs, and I don't know too much about fucking Sammy. Hobbs and Takeshita together are fucking. That's good. Yeah, I'm digging it. Give Jericho a break.
Give Jericho.
I've been saying that for years.
You want him gone like the Undertaker. You want Undertaker like him gone.
Yeah. Just take a break. Go on tour. Do whatever.
Buy another cruise boat.
Oh yeah, he's doing it next year.
Yeah,
he's doing the cruise again. The only match so far, Christian versus Danielson for the TNT title this Saturday on Collision. Anticipation.
That on paper, it sounds like it's going to be a pretty cool match, man. Christian versus Danielson.
Have they ever wrestled before?
Have they?
I don't know. I don't think so. I can't think of anything. They
NXT when they were both coaches? I don't know. Possibly not.
I'm going to go with an 8. I want to be at like a 9 or a 10 just on paper, but I don't know if that's where the story needs to be right now. I don't know if there's enough of a story there with Christian and Danielson.
Yeah, like just having Danielson in it, just
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's going to be a fucking badass match. And again, Danielson's fucking farewell tour that we think he might be doing right now, just wrestling all the people who want to wrestle. It's pretty cool. That match might be
my
fucking
only issue
fire.
with that is you're not getting just them two. You're getting Luchasaurus. I'm sure you're getting
Yeah.
you're getting all these kind of characters. So like, you're not getting, at least when it comes to like Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. It's like it's just them two fighting.
Huh. Hector says the Hobbs match was the peak of the ratings for AEW.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your number?
I guess 7.
Okay.
On paper, I think it's an 8, but I'm going to go with a 6 because I'm going to follow what you just said.
Yeah.
I feel like there's going to be too many cooks in the kitchen because it's one thing if it's Edge, Darby, Sting versus Christian, Luchasaurus, Timmy O'Toole. But then you got Danielson in the mix. And with Danielson comes Moxley and Yuta and Cesaro. Because remember the end of the episode, Danielson went to save Edge. And then everybody else jumped on Danielson. And now all these other people that we kind of are still supposed to boo because Moxley flicks off the fans every week and flicks off the camera every week and cusses in front of the camera every week and cusses on YouTube every week. Pay-per-view. Yeah. We're supposed to boo these guys, but this one guy we really like because we want to like him because he's almost about to die on us. And then the whole fucking group, and it's just that piled on top of what you just set up at the end of Wrestle Dream, which was 3-on-3 good guys versus assholes. And then you're going to just smother Blackpool on top of all of that.
Yeah.
It's not going to be pretty.
It's a little convoluted.
Yeah.
The first like 15 or 18 minutes of that match is going to be fucking fire. And then the last like 2.5 minutes is going to be like you're throwing up. So I'm at a 6.
Okay.
But I'm still going to watch it. That's got my attention. Even if it's a car crash. People pay tickets to watch monster trucks. They crush cars all the time and flip and explode all the time. So that's everything. We don't normally do review episodes. We normally do prediction episodes.
That's true.
So that was it.
Yeah. That's just how the calendar worked out this month, I guess. Yeah.
We'll be back in 3 weeks.
Will we?
Preview Crown Jewel.
Crown Jewel. It's the Crown Jewel. Hey.
Maybe review Bound for Glory. Talked about maybe watching Order and Bound for Glory.
Bound for Glory hole.
Dude, Speedball against Will Ospreay.
Yeah, dude, that sounds nice.
The tapings on the next night, Ospreay against Josh Alexander. And if Alexander wins the world title, then that's a title match on Impact Television. So there's this,
There's some stuff on there.
We talked about this before. I still have it on my DVR. I still haven't watched it. The 1000th episode of Impact.
Oh,
I watched it.
I haven't seen. I've heard a couple of things that happened.
I watched it. I watched the Dudleys
reunite. Yeah, I heard they were going to go back together. Ultimate X.
Ultimate X match it's not the same as what it used to be.
Why everybody brings out ladders now?
No, they always just add 2 men. There's like 10 people in the match. It's like Ultimate X was always like 3 or 4. And like really good guys. Like sometimes you're like, I don't even know who the fuck this guy is. Like,
even the World Cup, the max was like 4 people.
Yeah. I mean, watching Impact 1000 had some cool spots, but it's Impact. I got if we're gonna watch, I like people on Impact, but like when I watch Impact, I'm like,
what was the match that you had me watch? It was Speedball Kenny King, no ropes.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Yeah,
that was real cool. It was innovative.
Cool. I mean, it was cool seeing the Dudleys and like,
but that was like
beautiful people.
6 months ago.
Beautiful people was cool. Like they did this whole thing. The intro was like, I think Gail Kim came out and was like kind of like, they made the first 30 minutes all about the knockouts. All the knockouts came out.
Nice.
All of them. Everyone that's not under contract in the 2 big companies.
Yeah.
Was there like Gail Kim, Mickey James,
Awesome
the Beautiful
Kong.
People, Awesome Kong,
Taylor Wilde.
ODB? No, I don't think she showed up. But
Taylor Wilde.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people and be like, why? If it wasn't for me, Impact wouldn't be where it is, and then like the music would hit, and then another person would come and be like, "Hey, if it wasn't for
Your
us,
typical,
we put Impact on the map,p." And then
they
somebody
advertised
else
like a
comes out.
5-on-5,
Yeah,
right?
the
And
next
each
week,
team had
the next week was the women's match, like the thing. But you know, the main thing was the Dudleys on that show. The Dudleys. I mean, it's Dudleys, but like Devon hasn't wrestled in years, right?
Yeah.
And he almost died, right? Like, and now they're going on another tour, and so that's how I'm like, what are the odds that Edge,
Christian,
Hardys, the Hardys,
the Dudleys,
and Too Cool.
Well, you're
and
missing one of the
and the Bucks and the Lucha Bros
You're
and
missing-
FTR
You're
and
missing
the
one of the
Acclaim.
two cool.
Yeah.
No, but like those 6 guys are
Oh
all.
shit! You're missing one of two calls.
Yeah. Those 6 guys.
Don't tell the Saudis.
Just put Jerry Lawler with the shit on.
Yeah.
So it's just for
Yeah.
men.
But you have those 6 guys.
Do you think Christian would have beef with Lawler if he had a dead son?
We had the conversation. Edge had never met his daddy.
Oh
Is that going to pop up on one of the next?
It has to.
You never met your father.
yeah. You know, it's so good.
Because he's
I'm
dead.
your father.
This is why Brian Pillman Jr. jumped ship to NXT.
Oh! Fuck, we didn't talk about King.
What a way to go out. Thumbs up or thumbs down on Lexis King and NXT.
Again, 4 years he was in AEW. What did he do? Nothing.
Yeah.
One promo on NXT, and I'm already in.
Yeah.
And he looked, God
when
damn, did they make him look like his dad? God.
When I first
damn.
heard the name,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
But the promo, I was like, oh, fuck yeah.
That shit, because I didn't watch it because I didn't watch live. And so I was like, I don't know anything that happens on it. All I know is the Undertaker shows up and he does the pose with Carmelo. That's the only thing I saw on internet. And then Travis sent us the promo. He's like, what do y'all think of this? And I was like, I'm not watching it because I'm watching it later on that night. God damn. I was like, yeah.
That's the best way to change someone's name that WWE loves
Yeah.
to do so that they can own the intellectual property and make the money.
Mm-hmm.
And the name, at first I heard it, I was like, oh.
What's his first name?
Lexis.
Lexis?
Yeah. Lexis.
Now,
You know the story of the name, right?
Of Lexus, yes, but not of King. Like I know that's
Pillman's wife's name, last name.
Okay.
maiden name.
King's his
mom's name.
okay.
Yeah, but King is the last name of the guy that raised him.
That's what I was going to ask.
Because Pillman died when he was 4. So the man that raised him, his last name was King,
Which is his stepdad.
which is like his stepdad.
Okay.
That part, the stepdad part, I didn't know. It would have been boss if my real dad's last name is my mom's, and that was her last name. I didn't know it was from the stepdad.
It's his stepdad.
But either way, I get the meaning behind the name. Even if I don't like it, the fucking promo sold me.
I would be okay if he kept he was just Brian King.
When he said, "I'm no junior, I'm Brian," if he said, "I'm Brian Pillman,"
I would have been cool with that too.
Oh yeah.
that would have been just as good. The best thing to get this character over the top, if he's not a high flyer at all. If he's nothing like his dad in the ring. A lot of what he did in AEW reminded me of the shit that, because Pillman's popularity was from Brian Pillman's popularity was from the cruiserweight division in WCW and the light heavyweight title. So you open up your first episode of WCW Nitro with Jushin Thunder Liger. Jushin Thunder Liger and Brian Pillman, he's a flippy dippy. So if your kid who spent the last 4 years with the competition acting like his dad goes to NXT and is a fucking Kurt Angle, is a grappler, is a brawler.
What he needs to do is come out and fucking shave his hair off. And be like, I'm not, because everyone's going to talk, like Booker T's going to be like, you're talking about his daddy. And like, nah, man, I'm not. Still, Booker T.
We lost Abel.
Booker T.
He's had a good run.
He's still the
But
worst.
bury him in the jersey.
The worst thing about NXT.
Bury him with the H.
Very with the H. God.
Still the worst thing about NXT is Booker T.
Yes.
Braun just needs the shirt because Booker now does the quote only with Braun. No bread, no water, just me.
The best thing that Booker T does is whenever
He shuts up.
No, whenever Trick comes out.
Oh, he's the hype man.
He's like, yeah, yeah, that's right. That's the best thing Booker T does.
Michael Cole better be doing that when Trick goes to the main roster.
God damn. Shut up, Saxton.
That's everything.
Hey, I like McAfee. McAfee was cool on. I like when McAfee.
This
shows
is an
up.
unpopular opinion because of one of the people that are on this show isn't here tonight, even though he's being represented. There was a couple of years ago that I was cheering for Tom Brady to win because of Deflategate and to stick it to the commissioner. Because of WWE, I want the Jacksonville Jaguars to win this year, so the WWE sends them the belt.
That ain't
So
gonna
they-
happen.
they-
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah,
I
that ain't gonna
You
happen.
know about the story, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. Ain't no way in hell Jacksonville Jaguars are gonna win anything anytime soon.
Well, we're at 3-3. We're not gonna win shit with 3-3.
Oh yeah, we're not either.
Well, if the Jaguars want, they can just buy it on the website.
Yeah,
They can't.
they can't.
The football belts, they didn't make one for Jacksonville.
It's
Tony-
all
the
31 NFL teams.
Oh, for
So
real?
Yeah.
I thought you knew that.
Oh, no.
So McAfee comes out with that Colts belt,
Yeah.
and then Vince McMahon's grandson has a custom.
Yeah, I've
Michigan-
seen the dude. I've seen the.
So the football belts, they originally made them for all 32, and then Shad Khan, Tony Khan's dad, who owns the Jacksonville Jaguars, he reached out to the NFL, and the NFL had them pull that belt. So WWE is selling all the football teams' belts except Jacksonville because they're competition with fucking AEW. And so now I want Jacksonville to win, so they get
That's so dumb.
And-
Yeah,
Because there's no way, like they're getting a kick out of that money, right? They're
Yeah.
probably. Are we gonna get an AEW Jacksonville belt? Are they gonna do that?
that'd be hilarious.
One.
Get all one NFL team.
It's the leather is Jacksonville green.
Yes,
That's fun. That.
the big
Never-
Jacksonville belt, the BJB.
You normally pay double for that. And with that, wait,
There's more. Is there more?
Saturday,
yes,
right? This Saturday is Wrestle Festival.
I still got the more.
Wrestle Festival. We are.
Saturday is a fucking. packed day.
I know,
What's
right?
going
There's
on?
so much
thank
shit going
God the
on
Astros are
Saturday.
playing on Sunday.
Oh, I know, right? But yes, Wrestle Festival. We are having it at the Houston Premier Arena, of course, where everybody has everything. It is a free show. Wrestle Festival is always free, because you know we don't take
Because
ourselves
Dono
seriously.
doesn't know how to do math.
Yeah.
Where's it at? Where's it?
Houston Premier Arena, the same place,
Arena.
same
Where?
place that does PWF and Loco and
Oh,
all
okay.
that stuff. That it's off of like Avenue B in Harrisburg. So
No
yeah.
AC, just a big ass fan.
yeah,
A BAF.
Mhm.
What time?
7:30.
Hmm.
So come on out. I will be ring announcing and stuff. So you want to make sure you come check it out. It's gonna be fun because Wrestle Festival is always kooky, crazy fun. And you know, our friend, you know, Link Lancer, you know, he is the
Is there any matches?
huh?
Is there any matches scheduled?
Yeah. So I don't know the exact card, but I know Link Lancer, the new Wrestle Festival champion, is going to be defending his title, maybe against Captain Custody, but I don't know. We'll see.
Custody.
We'll see if Captain Custody could get his title back, but we'll see.
Does he pay his child support on time?
No, he does not. But yeah, Wrestle Festival, come check it out. It's
Will
funny.
Lance be bringing bombs?
Maybe, I don't know.
The festival for the rest.
Yeah,
of
but
us.
he will be on the 4L train.
Okay.
Yeah. The 4L stands for Ladies Love Link Lancer.
That's
figured
good.
those
That's,
for-
that's good.
That's his thing.
I thought for the
Goddamn,
4
that's
losses
good.
in his
Yeah.
life.
Yeah. Oh, that too. Oh. All right. That's it.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Adios, my friends. Keep it classy.
The 4L. What the fuck?
That's good.
That's
I
what,
like
that's
that.
what he says.
No, I like that.
Yeah, yeah.